Hello, my fascinating Renaissance friends. Welcome to episode 73. Have you ever heard of the statement, a beautiful sadness? Well, it's not something I have read. It's something that I have coined, or I have what I call developed all these years. And you may be wondering, isn't that Miss Malu's ironic or counter-intuitive, or what the dictionary calls oxymoron, meaning, those two words just do not compute. How can sadness be beautiful, Miss Malu? When you're sad, you don't see things in their beautiful context, right? Because sad could is easily translated into negative or sad, not beautiful, okay, and things like that. Well, I thought so too. I wasn't feeling very well in the past 2 weeks, really. There's nothing wrong with me. I mean, I wasn't sick or anything like that. But, I was just, I just seemed to be just not feeling so well. You know what I mean? Out of sync, or what we call a low biorhythm. And I really don't know why. So I decided to take a 1 week break, from my work. I just allowed myself to be sad. Isn't that very, masochistic, Miss Malu? Why did you allow yourself to be sad? Well, because I can't do anything anyway. My body doesn't want to move. No, I'm not depressed. Okay, it just, my body just doesn't want to move, and I couldn't really think. So I need to do certain things, in my profession for my clients. I couldn't even think. So instead of fighting the sadness, the melancholy, okay, or the out of sync feeling, I decided to just relax and start thinking. And I came to three contrasting realities. Okay, I already said contrasting, so which means it's a contrast. It's like saying day and night, light and dark. And so one of these contrasting realities is, this concept of a beautiful sadness. Okay, and as I was mulling about it, it reminded me what triggered this feeling. If you're a doctor, you're going to diagnose me with general malaise. You call that general malaise. It's a general feeling of, laziness, not being upbeat, being sad but not really sad, not really being depressed. It's just that, as things are not going well, but there is really no reason for it. No. Okay, I realized that I spent, the last 3 weeks before the onset of this general feeling of malaise, I spend it in hyperactive mode. Why? Because my unika iha, who lives in New Jersey, US of A, and her family came to visit with us, and stayed with us for 3 whole weeks. And so, every day of those three whole weeks, we had activity after another. We had fun. We spent every waking hour, going out and things like that. High dopamine hit, if you really want to use the social media stuff there. Okay, every day was exciting. Every day, I was happy. Every day we will be doing something really very nice. And then after 3 weeks, they left. They went back, and lived their life, to live their life in America. And immediately after that, I remember that was a Sunday. Monday, I started to feel this way. All right, so that triggered it. And so this statement, "a beautiful sadness," came to mind. And what is that? I mean, when they were here, I was very, very happy. Okay, so that's the beautiful part there, beautiful memories, beautiful times, and then they left, and then now I'm sad because I'm starting to miss them all over again. And so this beautiful sadness, isn't it? You're sad, but at the same time, you have beautiful memories that you have, that you have, and you will just recall this, and you'll be happy again, and then all of a sudden you're gonna miss them again, things like that. And I am reminded of what I been telling, people in our, discipleship group in church, like they miss their children, they want their children to be with them, and I was telling them, hey, they have their own families, okay? You just let them be, because they are growing their own families, and they keep on, hanging on to them, and they're disappointed because they have, these children of theirs, I have no time for them anymore, no time to visit them. So I told them this. Okay, remember, guys. So I told them, we raise our families, we raise our children to be strong, independent, and self-reliant. That's our job as parents. And I say, we give them roots. Okay, deep roots, very fundamental, so they become very strong in their foundation. That's what we do. So we nurture them, we enjoy them until they grow. And then we give them wings, to fly, which means we give them the freedom to pursue their own destiny, and hoping and praying that the roots that we instilled in them while they were growing up with us will help them become better versions of themselves, and so they can also raise their kids the same way, and not stifle them and forever, age 40, age 50, you're still with me forever, you will be following me, you stay with me until I die, things like that. That's not the way to raise intelligent, productive, successful children. We give them roots, and we give them wings at the same time. That makes a beautiful sadness, isn't it, parents? Okay, so I'm glad that we are back in regular programming mode. What do I mean by that? Okay, and I meant that episode 71 and 72 were actually breaks, enough to answer all the questions that you have been asking me, especially those of you who have found the channel maybe on the 60th episode. And since its debut in July 9, 2024, okay, we have uploaded more than 70 episodes, and I keep on talking about good life and about abundance and all of that, and I keep on greeting you, okay, Renaissance, fascinating Renaissance friends. So where did this all come from? So if you missed episode 71, 72, I strongly suggest you watch that in full, so that you can appreciate better what we've been talking, all along. Until then, don't forget to subscribe and like, so that you will not miss any episode. Okay, so this is Malu Cervantes, your fellow sojourner, your life coach, your friend, navigating the autumn of our life. Okay, goodbye.